My money don't jingle jingle if something for show. Money don't jingle jingle. Shout out to the Yankees one time. You heard? We going all the way this year. No, we not. I don't even know who the fuck plays on the Yankees. Yo, what's going on? It's Friday. Wow. Hold on, I gotta turn the lights on. Let me turn the lights on. Pow. Kasabian Lavoe. What's wrong with los lights? Por Dios. Wow. Susan? Hello? Smart out these fucking lights. Massive changes in the studio, yeah? Massive, yeah? What's going on, beautiful people? Kasabian Lavoe here. Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. I thought the dude had a ponytail. Me? Hell no, I'm going bald. I wear a motherfucking do-rag just to get waves before I completely lose it. But because I'm juicing again, and we gonna talk about my juicing journey, we gonna get into it. Damn, Maul punk ass over there stole my shit. I'm sorry, Maul. We can fight if you want to, but my bad. I just want to go viral. Fuck Maul, we can fight. Whack, we can get down. However you want it, Whack, we can get down. All right, let me start recording. Let's get into today's show. Let's talk about what we're gonna talk about, and man, we're getting closer and closer to my heart appointment, and I'm fucking nervous. So let's get the show started, and let's talk about some stuff. Hey, y'all remember that I used to always do the like dumb shit that we were told when we were kids that wasn't true? I'm bringing that back. I got one today for you. It's a goodie. I get high. I get high. I get high on your memory. High on your memory. Okay. If you're watching, you can't listen to the music. But if you want to listen to the music, head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Audible, Amazon. We're everywhere. Matter of fact, go take a listen and you can hear the song for yourself. Watch, gonna catch. I ain't slipping. I ain't no bitch. My hands is ready, bro. These hands work, dog. It's all good. I'm ready for it. I get high. I get high. I get high. I get high. Cause I'm in the hood. The guns is around. Take a blunt just to ease. To humble me now, or some shit like that. I get high. I get high. I get high on my memories. High on my memories. Something like that. All right, hold up. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe Show. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, live from Las Vegas. Hey, I already said my name like 15 million times. My name is Kasabian Lavoe. I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. And it's a beautiful day. This is episode 318. Can't complain. The NFL's in town. There's a lot of fucking people in Las Vegas. Went for brunch. Didn't realize the strip was closed. Who the fuck did that? I just really wanted some eggs Benny with a fucking porch view. Sorry, I like people watching and eating some eggs Benny. Sorry, that couldn't happen. I didn't realize that I had to be a part of the goddamn fucking NFL. Oh, are we having latency issues, y'all? Fucking internet. De mierda, internet. Te digo. Hey, yo, Crocs is wild, and I'm not spending that money on Crocs. What's going on, beautiful people? It's Friday. My beard is almost back. It's nice to have it back. So I shaved my face for a facial, and then my damn son, I cut his hair, and the motherfucker had head bumps, and he gave me a fucking bump. I don't know. I didn't clean my stupid clippers. I'm so upset. I just want to sock him in the head for not washing his head. Anyway, so as I've been on my workout journey with this heart problem, I've really been avoiding working out. Every time I start to work out, it hurts, and I got to like pull back. So it's been difficult to try to get back into shape, and I'm like seriously trying to get back. I don't want to let this go. Like it's been about a month and a half now that we've been dealing with this heart shit, and at first I was like 10-15 pounds COVID heavy. Now I'm scared because like I'm not lifting anything. Like I'm barely doing kettlebell shit before it starts to hurt. I can't run before it starts to hurt. So on probably one of the dopest days ever, fucking I'll never wear Crocs. On Star Wars Day, May 4th, I get to go to the doctor and find out what's wrong with me and hopefully nothing, and I can get back to working out and get healthy. But until then, I got to juice and I got to fast. I need to get my brain right, and I want y'all to follow me on the fasting journey, and I would like to know if y'all fast. Is that a thing that y'all do? If not, I mean, I don't know what's workout shit now. How do we sound? Am I too low? What are I love fasting. I used to fast basically all day. I wouldn't eat until 2:00 because all morning I was busy. I'd just be on the office shit. Like I work out at 4 a.m, 3 a.m, be in the office by 6. I'd be fucking computer and staring at the computer. This is back when I was in, full-time real estate. I wouldn't touch food until 1-2 o'clock just cause there was no need. And I love the clarity and the crispness, but once COVID hit, that shit was out the fucking window, bro. I started baking. I started eating like shit. And I just stopped caring. I mean, it was at one point in my life I used to live out of Tupperwares and out of shaker cups, and that shit was out the window. But nonetheless, we're working on being healthier because we need to be healthy. This whole heart pain just scares the shit out of me. And today I was trying to, I walk 3 miles now because I'm afraid to run because it feels like it really aggravates it when I run. So I try to walk my 3 miles. It takes me I've gotten a bit faster because I've been walking about 3.5, almost 4. Like I'm walking fast. I'm trying to just get the shit done. But I can get 3 miles in under an hour and a half. It kind of sucks. It takes so fucking long. I backwards walk for like 5 minutes. It's really good for your knees. My bad. I feel like I'm just talking shit on my ass. Be careful. Walk backwards for a little bit on treadmills. That's really good for your knees. You should definitely use that time for strengthening those ligaments and shit and those muscles that aren't used, and then walk your ass a little bit and whatnot. But nonetheless, this workout shit it takes a fucking village. It definitely takes a village. So we're working on it. Today we'll be talking about 6ix9ine and what seems to be the end of his legacy. I think it's a wrap. It's curtains and we're gonna call it. We'll also be talking. Hey, real fast. What the fuck? I thought flies died in 24 hours. There's been a fucking fly in my house for like 4 days. What happened to that lie? Anyway, Joe Exotic's getting married. That shit was random. It's Junior. Yeah, but this weight was unwarranted. Like, I didn't even, and nobody told me. But it's not bad on me. I kind of like being a little bit bigger because it makes me feel stronger. Why? I guess I am stronger. So, like, I kind of like it when I'm working out. But I just look disgusting in clothes. I just don't like it. I don't like wearing large and fuck. Ugh, I hate it, bro. I hate it. Joe Exotic is getting married. Let's talk about the White Hot documentary. The Abercrombie and Finch. I think I spoke about it, but if I didn't, let's get back on it. Flight attendants. Let's talk about flight attendants and how they get paid and how that all works and why they're there. Also, inflation. That seems to be here to stay, so let's definitely get into that. Birds aren't real. We're here for it. Birds are not real. We'll talk about birds not being real. Prime Day changed. There's some changes to weed that politicians are trying to make because they just keep on fucking with shit. La Nina's here. There's a hoedown in New York. We'll talk about this hoedown. British Virgin Primer, whatever the fuck that is. Premier. Aha, Premier. He was selling drugs. We'll talk about that. ASAP Rocky has a video and Big T's back. Let's get into it. Let's really talk about this shit. Man, I don't know. Daniel Hernandez, Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's a wrap, yo. His rebranding to go work with the white people was phenomenal. It worked. But there's no drama with white people that are doing nice things. This motherfucker just loves drama. He has this fucking horrible, disgusting addiction to drama. And the people he's hanging out with, they're putting him right back down the same path. This kid just doesn't fucking learn his lesson. It's the same old shit all over again. I really wished him the best. Now I see that he's definitely fucked himself. Without Steve will do it in his corner, it's a wrap. All he's got left is Wack, and Wack ain't gonna necessarily make him the darling of the white folks. You know, hip hop still looks at him as a snitch. If his numbers don't fucking rise up on the other side, meaning if he doesn't have an audience, then what the fuck's the point, right? Like, he's literally ostracizing every bit of audience he has. For what? This doesn't look cool. The shit is stupid as fuck. And Steve will do it. He ain't got nothing to do with this type of shit. He ran the fuck away. But 6ix9ine is done. It's curse for 6ix9ine. Let's just call it a wrap for that boy. Sit down, bro. It's embarrassing what you did, and you really fucked that one up. You burnt the wrong bridge. Steve will do it wasn't the bridge you wanted to burn. Don't fuck this up with Wack. I promise you it's not going to be a good thing. Joe Exotic's getting married in jail to some new dude, and he's got some sketches of his, like, cute-ass wedding attire. Shout out to Joe Exotic for being in jail and living his best fucking life, because there's people out here that can't figure it the fuck out. White Hot. I think we spoke about it. I wasn't sure. My one takeaway from it was I believe that if you own a company and you want exclusivity, you should be able to command that exclusivity. There's no reason why you shouldn't. And I think I made the comparison was like rappers and how our audience in hip hop is white America. And it's not necessarily the hood. Like, you would think that hip hop would just be, you know, a full fandom of kids from ghetto to ghetto. No, it's a bunch of white kids. Same thing with A&F, right? It started off white kids and ended up in the urban side. You know, we see it. We want to fuck with it. This is like irritating. I don't know what's happening here, but I don't like it. Can we? This durag sucks. But that was one of my takeaways from it. It's on Netflix. Go take a look. Netflix is gouging everybody of pricing. It's pretty fucking bad. I don't understand what the fuck is going on Netflix. I'm gonna say the truth. Netflix is holding on for dear life, and if Netflix starts with ads and they start fucking like grandfathering, like I've been with them since they started the streaming shit. If they charge me more for fucking ads and they don't give me fucking HD, I'm done with it. And I'm sorry, I gotta stop cussing so much, but I'm just getting tired of paying. So I pay more for Netflix than fucking HBO and Disney Plus and all these other things. Like, nah, I'm over it, yo. You're not giving me shit good. Stop it. Let's what else happened? This whole Benzino thing with the transgender woman. I mean, to each his own at this point. I don't know. It's weird. There was a conversation on Joe Budden's podcast on his Patreon that they were basically talking about how one of their buds had met a transgender woman and he was talking to her and he was flirting with her. And when he found out that she was transgender, he stopped. And then, you know, she ghosted him and he felt some type of way. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Never had that problem, I guess. I don't know. I've never faced it, so I can't give you an opinion. I believe that everybody has the right to tell you who they are. I believe that transparency is the best way. Like, I don't see no point in not being open with each other. But this shit with Benzino was weird because he tried to play it off, but it seems like, I don't know, man. It just seems like these guys just don't want to have these types of relationships because of how it makes them seem in the public, but they literally have like great relationships with these people. And then once it gets to that point, it just seems like everything falls apart. I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to even talk or feel about that. But oh yeah, and why are y'all mad at me because Master P's broke? What the fuck I did? I ain't make him go broke. That motherfucker had $300 million. He went broke on his own. That has nothing to do with me. That is crazy. Let's talk about these flight attendants. I think that's an interesting story, and it was actually really well written. But we'll break it down in our way that we can. Of course we will. I'm like halfway me. I feel like I'm loading because the beard is almost there. Oh yeah, we getting on it. We gotta change how that ends. That ends so abrupt. Okay. Did you know that the reason why airliners have flight attendants dressed in outfits that seem similar to nurse uniforms is because that's exactly what they were going for. It was to keep people calm when you flew. So they dressed them like nurses and they made them look like doctors and shit because it made people feel relaxed and felt safe. But in reality, they were just people walking around. Like it wasn't even a real thing. There's a whole industry behind it. And I think there's a doc that I wanted to watch on it. But I do have flight attendant friends. And I've learned this and I've talked about this before. And it was very strange. Nobody seemed to have a problem with this but me. Like I've always had a problem with this. But if you didn't know, flight attendants don't get paid when they're standing around loading up the plane with people and telling you what to do. They start getting paid when they lock the door. That's when they get paid. It's very unfortunate. I don't understand why. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Whenever you're at work, you should be getting paid from touching the property. I don't believe in anything else. That's bullshit. These men and women and people have to work an hour and a half or more for free every time they show up. Sorry, I got gas again. Every time they show up to work. It's crazy. Let's get into this story from Inc. Maybe I'll stop hiccuping in a second. Okay. There's a lot of reading. So we're going to try to knock this out. Imagine showing up to work, but not getting paid for the first hour and a half that you're there and still expect to work. In fact, imagine those first 30 minutes. Are we really going to do this right now? Oh, okay. Okay. It's okay. We're good now. It's good now. It's good because I'll break it today. I'll break it. I'll break it. Imagine those first 30 minutes or so are the most stressful part of your job. You don't get paid. You just don't get paid. You'd probably find a different job, or you might be a flight attendant. That was kind of cute how they did that, right? I did that. If you're like me, you probably had no idea flight attendants didn't get paid until the aircraft door closes. On an international flight, that was terrible. On an international flight, when you include the time for check-in and briefing, flight attendants are expected to show up an hour and a half before a flight and expected to leave. That's insane. And none of that time is paid. That's mind-boggling that an hour and a half is free. This week, Delta said it would start paying flight attendants 50% of their hourly rate for boarding time. It also said it would extend the time for boarding domestic flights to 40 minutes, up from 35 minutes. This comes from Delta's previous announcement that it would give employees a 4% raise starting May 1st. There was much more in this article, but I think one of the things that we really need to focus on is the idea that these companies feel that they can pay people half their rate for a full-time job. Why is this okay? There's a key factor that I've realized that I was never fond of unions, and now we're at a point in time where we need unions. You stupid. That's not right. And they should have a union, and they should be paid and compensated for all their time that they're there. They're loading people, they're working, they're wearing uniforms, they can't not work. So they should be paid. Free my ass. I don't give a shit. Shame on all the companies that don't pay, and shame on Delta for only giving a half-ass. How about y'all gave a full shit and helped these people? That's terrible. I don't find that okay at all. Hey, are we losing frames? It feels like we're losing frames. Is it or no? Are we good? Don't be scared. Give me head. Said give me head. Give me head. Just do what Lavo said. Bitch, give me head. Give me head. Give me head. Yo, no? I'm trying to find out. Loner, talk to me. Are we getting drop frames? Like mad fucking frames are dropping. The internet is so shit. It's so shit. Shout out to all the flight attendants. Touring, you meet a lot of flight people. They're all dope as shit. Shout out to all of them all over the world. You guys are dope. Clearport, y'all know y'all the shit. It's a little glitchy. It's the internet. Audio's good. We looking good. Fuck it. I look shit anyway. I don't care. I'm not even trying to look good on the camera. I tried to work out today. My shit hurt so bad. I got scared of the motherfucker. I went and sat outside. I was like, oh shit. Oh Jesus. Ay, Dios mío. Dios mío. ¿Qué es querido? Inflation. Oh God. Inflation's a motherfucker. So if you don't live under a rock like Patrick Starr, you pay more for everything today. Everything. Food, gas, your house. And we've been talking about this consistently. And nonetheless, here's some more stories about Biden's inflation. Market Watch. Numbers. The Federal Reserve preferred measures of inflation rose a sharp 0.9% in March. But, you know, let me tell you something. This is fucking amazing. This is going to go down in history, by the way. Just so everybody knows, this will go down in history. But the increase largely stemmed from a surge in the cost of gas and were some... This is fucking great. Some signs of the intense price pressure could be starting to ease. Was gas the only thing that was expensive last month? I think everything's been high. Gas definitely fucked us, but it's been pretty high, and I'm sorry for cussing so much today. Over the past 12 months, the personal consumption price index climbed to 6.6%, up from 6.4% in February, the government said Friday. That's the steepest increase since 1981. Now here's the big picture. The highest inflation since the 1980s is putting more financial pressure on households and businesses. Even if the rate of inflation, excluding gas and food, slowed down, it offers a small comfort to Americans who have to pay more to fill up the tank and put dinner on the table. I think it's unfair that only the smaller groups in America have to suffer from this. I understand business owners have to pay more in costs and maybe have to take in less. But again, this always takes me back to my point in which I feel like investors and these fiduciaries need to understand when to dial it back. When shit like this is going on, I feel like the small little guys should get help. The Fed is moving to raise interest rates rapidly to try and cool off inflation. And let me say, I'm not for sharing. What I'm saying is that if there's more poor people than rich, why can't we do something to at least make it easier for them? Who wants to have an employee force of people that are upset and could barely live? That's what we're dealing with right now. That's why we're having the great resignation. It still hasn't changed. People are quitting their jobs left and right. But economists say it'll take time. Prices have soared partly because of an ongoing pandemic-related shortage of key supplies such as computer chips. The Fed's ease money strategy and mass government stimulus spending after the viral outbreak also contributed. And now all that stimulus is gone or going away. And basically, that's it. They've given away money that they shouldn't have. There was other ways to handle this, but they didn't know what to do. Unfortunately, job growth has been stagnant or failed, and they've lied to us about their numbers and told us that numbers are grand and great, but it's far few in between that you see people doing well. It's actually very scattered, and if you ask people around you, it's like almost every other person might have a good story and a bad story. It's pretty amazing what's going on out here. Pay attention to these numbers, though. It's harder to buy a house right now. It's going to be harder to buy a car. Cars cost more. Kia, which is one of the cheapest brands out, is the most expensive right now because they're about 18 to 19% over sticker. It's fucking ridiculous how much they're asking for those cars. On top of your gas bills are going up. Your gas for your car has gone up. This is a big factor when it comes into purchasing a home, opening a business, saving money to go on vacation. It's very difficult, and I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. Not at all. Man, they ain't knockout 6ix9ine. That motherfucker punched and missed all that shit. He rolled off the side of his shoulder. Oh, now don't get me wrong. I saw him try. He tried. And I know Zoes ain't to play with. Don't get me wrong. I got family down that way. Look, free my boy Jay. You know what time it is, Jay. When you come home, blood, you know. Listen, 6ix9ine needs to get the fuck out of Florida. Because his ticket was Steve will do it. Black and Spanish people were not backing that boy. You know what I'm saying? I did. I watched like 4 different times. Like that shit rolled off his shoulder. Either way, they gonna have to do something. They have to. This is this is an interesting topic that I think who the fuck okay. let's be honest. Are pigeons robots? That's what they're saying. If you didn't know, pigeons were supposedly brought here to eat. It's called squab. And you're supposed to eat squab. It's supposed to be like a 4-week-old or 4-day-old baby pigeon. If you've never seen baby pigeons, they're orange. I got a lot of homies that do roofing and shit here in Vegas and Nevada, and they'll tell you that they find these fat ass little yellow birds, and those are pigeons. That's called squab. So, and it was supposed to be a delicacy from overseas. But for some reason, pigeons are only in like major cities. And now white people think that they're drones and they're spying on us. Esto está funny. Let's get to the story from USA Today. Have you heard the latest viral conspiracy theory? Birds aren't real. And the animals are actually drones sent from the government to spy on you. The theory admits that birds were real, but the U.S. officials get the fuck out of here. Forcibly made an entire species extinct in the 20th century. According to the movement's website, all of the real birds were replaced with surveillance drones. The conspiracy theory powered by Gen Z was started by a man named Peter. How am I supposed to say that? My mouth can't say that. McIndo. Peter McIndo. It was a spontaneous joke, but it was a reflection of an absurdity everyone was feeling. Wasn't nobody feeling that shit. This is in quotes, it basically became an experimental. Why the fuck can't I read? Because of his name. It's his name. It basically became an experiment in misinformation, McLendon said. We were able to construct an entirely fictional world that was reported as fact by local media and questioned by members of the public. Who? The birds aren't real theory has since spread far beyond Memphis. The movement has an activism network known as the Bird Brigade, which runs chapters in organizations and areas. According to this strategic site, in quotes, I remember seeing videos of people chanting "birds aren't real" at high school football games and seeing graffiti of "birds aren't real." At first I thought this is crazy, but then I wondered, what's making this resonate with people? Its official TikTok account has more than 850,000 followers. Its hashtag on the populated video platform has more than 350 million views. The movement's Instagram has nearly 400,000 followers, and its official Twitter account has nearly 100,000 followers. Do you believe the birds are surveillance drones? Comment below, like and subscribe, and tell me what time it is. Please and thank you. What's this? Little park, yo, no joke. Hey, is he from America? I don't even know his background. Is he from here? I seen him speaking. First off, he doesn't even seem to be a street kid. I feel bad that he's even dealing with this dumb shit. He looked like just like a nice kid that happened to find a come up to get a bag, and this whole 6ix9ine shit. You know how that shit go, right? One person find a decent way to come up, and somebody gonna come and take you down. That's fucked up. That really is. On God. On God. Hey, dead ass. Yeah, he do. He look like he Caribbean. He look like he's from one of the islands. If he ain't from fucking, he look Dominican too. I got a cousin look just like him. Amazon Prime Day is changing up. What happened? I don't know. Yeah, see? Oh, okay. Oh, so he is from Haiti. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, like he's man, but he looked like a little boy still, man. Back to what I was saying. My bad. I was talking to the chat. Yeah, we get into it. Yeah, we gotta reset the show. Just gotta reset the show. Oh God. You gotta reach out. I gotta find a publisher to reach out to people. Amazon Day is changing. I don't know why. Digital trends. Amazon did not reveal the specific days in July for this Prime Day 2022, nor how many days this event will last. The single sentence announcement reads, this year, Prime Day will take place in July. In more than 20 countries during Amazon's annual shopping event, Prime members will be able to save on products from national brands and small businesses across every category. Since its inception in 2015, Prime Day has become a major sales event, rivaling rivaling Black Friday. I'm a Prime Day 2015 and 2016 lasted one day, but 2017 the event calendar began to stretch over 2 days. Pre-sale events leading up to Prime Day have become sales events themselves, with bargains coming in waves for a week or so or more prior to the sale. This is pretty awesome. As in past years, you can expect amazing Prime deals. They gotta relax, not that fucking amazing. Prime deals, Prime Day deals in July. In many cases, the deals will rival or even beat deals that you'll see later on this year during Black Friday. Amazon's taking a dip, which everywhere is going to take a dip. It's just the nature of the beast. Amazon is going to weigh it out, though. They're going to take the loss at the top because they can, and they're going to bounce back harder than ever. Pay attention to what they're doing, though. They're going to give everybody great deals and take a loss at the top to continue to make that money. My wife speaks Creole. My wife is Haitian, not Haitian, my bad. My wife is Creole and Black. There's law changes coming to cannabis. Hopefully not, because I feel like the people that keep making these fucking laws don't understand cannabis. Let's make one thing clear. If you are a cannabis, I can't say enthusiast, because if you're an enthusiast, you would understand what's happening with cannabis. So if you are a novice and it's your first time experimenting with cannabis, I would always not recommend edibles. People say do edibles, are easy because you don't have to smoke. Yeah, but edibles do something a little bit different to you. Now, I'm not 1000% factually fucking accurate, but from what I know, the compound that it turns into is THCA, which affects your psychosis. And if you have any type of mental health issues, that shit can fuck you up, okay? It's not a good high. It can break you. You can have a mental breakdown. It's not okay. You need to be very careful with weed. Although weed has always been like, oh, it's just weed. No, it's not. It's very powerful today. And I always tell people, please pay attention to what you're doing and what you're taking in your body. Understand your body. Learn the terps. Learn what's in them. Like when you're smoking, they're talking about the THC content in dabs, and they're talking about extracts. It's not even about the THC content. When you're smoking extracts, what you're looking for is the terps and the tones. All the terps are going to give you the different highs. That's where your high comes from. Yeah, the THC will get you high, but at the level that if you're dabbing, you're at God damn it, hiccups. If you're dabbing, you're at a level of not really feeling the THC. It takes a lot of weed to get you high. So what you have to look for is your different terps. There's 8, 9 of them. Beta-myrcene's a fun one. Limonene's a fun one. There's a couple of fun ones. You should learn them and understand what they do to your body and what they do to you. What is it? Clarifinine? That shit clogs up my nose like that. It gives me instant allergies. But because they don't understand these realities in cannabis and in extracts, they start to come up with crazy ass laws that don't do anything. They have yet to do anything about alcohol and the dangers of alcohol, but yet and still they love to prosecute and hold us completely against the fucking wall when it comes to cannabis. This is from NBC News. With national cannabis legalization poised to be introduced in the Senate, states that legalized recreational marijuana 10 years ago are now studying the public health implications of a variety of new high-potent products amid questions about the possibility linked to psychosis. This is very much true. It's not true. People are going crazy off the wrong amounts of weed too fast, THC and THCA. It's just too much too fast. The consumption will take them and they go places they can't come back. Even though THC isn't necessarily a psychosis, it can cause psychedelic, it's not a psychedelic. It can cause psychedelic effects in a large dose, which is so great. I wish I could get that high. My boy. Stop, I say. The new products are called marijuana concentrates that are commonly known as wax and shatter. They can have levels of THC as high as 85 to 90%. Hold on 2 seconds. I smoke wax consistently all the time. By comparison, researchers say that the marijuana level in a typical joint 20 years ago was closer to 5%. States like Washington and Colorado are now considering product warnings or potency caps on limit. Why would you want to limit that or limiting the access? I don't know. Who the fuck was smoking a 5% joint? That's crazy as shit. Huge. What is her name? Volkow. said she is worried that huge concentrates of THC could have serious consequences. We are seeing a significant rise in psychosis associated with consumption of marijuana. The higher the content of THC, the higher the likelihood of a psychotic episode. We were not aware that we were voting in 2012, when we were voting in 2012, that we were voting for anything but the plant. But I mean, it is from the plant. It's just a different extract. That's like saying beer and wine. Shut up. This is so stupid. Dr. Beatrice, a research scientist at the University of Washington, Addicts, Drugs, and Alcohol Institute. She has led the efforts in Washington state to research high potency pot and is now exploring potency options to limit access, policies options to limit access. Her team concluded in 2020 that high potency cannabis has long life mental health consequences, but they don't get into what the consequences are. To me, it's unbelievable. It's very difficult to even think that oh shit. I was literally gonna say never mind. I didn't need them all. Just bring any here. Oh wait. Alright, look, because this is what they're trying to ban. There it is. Look at this harmless dab. I smoked this whole shit too. This shit made me sound like a crackhead. What's the matter, pretty lady? That motherfucker fat though. That's why his back hurts. She's smiling too. Look at her stupid ass. Stop smiling. This is fun. Damn. That smells good. You smell it? Smells good. All right, I'm gonna go get high. Fuck y'all. I mean, no, let me finish the show. These are the concentrates that they're trying to ban. And boy, that's some crack right there I'm trying to hit. You know what I'm saying? Quit playing with me. That's my lovely assistant. Fuck that. Fuck you, dab. Stop smoking weed. Weed stinks. That's why I stopped smoking flower. I work in business environments, so when I smoke, I like to smoke dabs. I don't like to smoke weed. The flower just stinks. Pay attention to the weather. La Nina. Did I even I don't even think I got La Nina's weather. I don't know. I got the hoe. Oh no. Did I not get El Nina? Yeah, I did, like way at the bottom. You big dummy. What? The front door. Alright, look, I'm just gonna read the rest of these articles because it's all out of order now, y'all. Damn it, y'all. Did you see the British Virgin Islands premiere? What does that even mean? Andrew Fahey. It was arrested in Florida Thursday on drug trafficking and money laundering charges by U.S. authorities. Hey, yo, I think, Justin, you from Florida, right? Check this one out. Mr. Fahey was arrested in Miami Opelika Executive Airport, according to the complaint filed in the U.S. District Court of Southern District, Florida. 2 others were also arrested and charged on conspiracy to import at least 5 milligrams of 5 milligrams? The fuck is 5 milligrams? There's a little dusting of cocaine, conspiracy to launder money, authorities said. Anyone involved with bringing dangerous drugs into the United States will be held accountable, no matter their position, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration said in a statement. It said the agency would hold corrupt members of government responsible for using their positions of power to provide a safe haven for drug traffickers and money laundering in exchange for their own financial and political gains. Shout out to him. He's out there doing this thing. Them dudes fresh out the boat. Oh, yeah, that's facts, bro. I already know. That's big facts. Justin speaking facts. Hey, man, the chat going crazy. La Nina. Do you know that weather pattern? Because I tell you, it sucks ass. And it's here. And it's here to stay. La Nina has been with us all year. It's not showing signs of slowing down. The stories from 8 News Now. The climate pattern is favored to continue through the summer, according to an updated outlook released this week by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. There's a 59% chance we'll stick around through August. The odds are about even that it'll continue past but nope, I'm good. Continue past August into fall. ONAA is giving it a 50 to 55% chance now. La Nina and its opposite, El Nino, which is so stupid to even put those together, are categorized by the temperatures of the Pacific Ocean, but they have major impacts on the weather we experience on land. La Nina typically brings drier conditions to the southern half of the country and more precipitation to pockets of the northern half. Drought conditions often worsen, and that looks to be the case for most of the west this summer. The only expectation in the south is Arizona, which, Nevada gets hit with the monsoons too for monsoon season. We catch it first. So we're the exception. Arizona ain't the goddamn exception. The fucking joke of the NFL. The Raiders want Colin Kaepernick. Wonderful. This came out of Sports Illustrated. As Colin Kaepernick continues training for a possible position to mop in the NFL, a possible comeback in the NFL, one owner is apparently intrigued by the idea of signing the former 49er quarterback. During an appearance on the latest episode of NBC's Sports Race in America, A Candid Conversation, Raiders owner Mark Davis revealed he would be interested in bringing the 34-year-old onto the Las Vegas roster if the team's personnel wishes to sign him. Davis, 66, has been vocal about his support of a potential Colin Kaepernick signing since 2017. And quotes, "Listen, I believe in Kaepernick, and he deserves every chance in the world to become a quarterback in the National Football League," David told the host, Monte Poole. Is it Poole or Pooley? I still stand by it. And if our coaches and general managers want to bring him on or want him to be a quarterback on his team, I would welcome him with open arms. That is, no, I don't open him. I don't, no, not at all. Not a thing. I'm not okay with that. I really don't think that that's a thing. I don't want to see him here. ASAP Rocky's definitely going through some of the craziest shit that anybody could go through. Rihanna's a billionaire. She's about to give birth, and now he's being accused of busting off a gun. This is from TMZ. ASAP Rocky got good news and bad news. LAPD sources tell TMZ the guns they found in the rapper's home did not match the gun used in the shooting. Now for the bad news. Our LAPD sources say they have videos of the shooting in their possession, presumably from a surveillance camera. ASAP was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon. Cops believe he shot a man in Hollywood last November during an argument, grazing his hand. If the video is clear enough, it could be bad news for ASAP. The video could be even more powerful evidence than the gun itself. Speaking of guns, we've now learned cops did indeed find multiple weapons when they executed a search warrant on his home last week, but they determined on the spot that they were not the weapons they were looking for. In fact, we're told that cops found shell casings at the crime scene, so they knew the type of caliber, and none of the guns at ASAP's home were a match. Our Rocky source says the weapons found were all fully registered and legally purchased. We were told the cops ran all the serial numbers on the guns and they were all legally acquired. Turns out our Rocky sources were correct and police did not take the guns to the station. They left them in Rocky's house. The DA has not decided whether to charge Rocky. I wonder what's going to come of this. It's very interesting that they continue to push this, and it's weird because it's supposed to be a homie of his. That's what's really weird. Trump is back. Big T. From Reuters, former U.S. President Donald Trump posted a brief message on Truth Social late Thursday for the first time since the app he founded launched 2 months ago, saying, "I'm back. He's Britney, bitch." Did I not read the whole story? I don't think I did. There was a hoe in New York that fed a bunch of dudes, drogas, killed them, and they're giving her ass life, and she deserves it because she's a bad person. And with that is our show. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wow.